guys.
Poor Nehemiah. Looks like he pushed himself into getting sick.
That is his own fault.
Oh, come on. He's doing the best he can.
Muen's right. I've been trying to get videos out all on my own, but I definitely need a break.
So today's video has been cancelled?
Nope. I called up Heaven and they said they would help.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They want to give you a chance to redeem yourself after all the mess you caused. So you've been assigned to head up there and take the trial of the 7 heavenly virtues.
And if I refuse?
You get banished back into the darkness.
And if I'm not redeemed?
Then we continue as usual.
Well, I see I have no choice. I'll leave now then.
Don't worry. I'll take care of Nehemiah while you're gone.
I don't care. Funny how easy it is to get here when they want you here. Hello? I am ready to partake in the trial.
Greetings, Muen. I am the angel who embodies patience. I will be the first of your trial.
For someone who encourages others to wait, you certainly rushed over here to reach me before anyone else.
It is merely a coincidence.
Sure it is. So how does this trial work exactly?
It is simple. We will debate on our values until one of us is the victor. Since you are a creature of evil, I assume you will naturally counter me at every turn. However, if I am able to have you see the errors of your ways, then you will be redeemed.
What does redemption entail?
Purification and enlightenment.
Will I meet with God?
You are not one of God's children.
So where would I go?
Into the nothingness, most likely. Which is still better than damnation or eternal darkness.
Understood. I haven't truly exerted my evilness to the audience, have I? Then let's not waste any more time and get through this nonsense.
Is there a need to rush? You are free to ask more questions. Why go into the trial without having all the information you need, simply for the sake of saving a few minutes?
Is there anything important I need to know?
Such as?
I'm not falling for this. We're debating values, so all I need to do is highlight the flaws of patience. Should be simple enough.
Pray tell, how is patience flawed? It is often more rewarding to wait.
It is insensitive to tell someone with limited time to waste it for a mere chance of something better.
Would you rather have long quality time, or poor quantity time?
I want a good time. Everyone does. And how time is used is based on expectations. With the advancement of technology, it's much faster to complete tasks on the internet than ever before. You used to have to wait 5 minutes for a flash game to load. Now people won't even wait 2 seconds if a video doesn't load properly.
That is why patience is important. It builds tolerance when forced to be stagnant. That video you skipped could have been wonderful if you had given it another minute to load. If you remain calm when not given immediate gratification, you will be better for it.
What about when that patience is abused? For example, you are waiting in line to try a new product. You don't even know if it will be good, yet you will find yourself waiting a long time to find the answer. Is it still worth it then?
Of course. Sometimes having your curiosity satisfied is its own reward.
What about when people cut you? They had another friend wait in line for them and they exploited that to lessen their own wait time. Now your time has increased. What do you do?
Well, you're going to get it eventually, aren't you?
No. It had been a limited quantity product. You waited so long to get it, and it's sold out.
There's always next time.
What if we're sitting in a restaurant? After waiting to even get a table, another 10 minutes pass without anyone coming to the table. No order, just menus, and you haven't eaten yet today. What do you do?
The waiter will come eventually. The food will be worth the wait. And being more hungry will make eating a delicious meal all the more satisfying.
He forgot about us.
What?
A classic human error. You didn't think to check because you put faith in waiting.
But someone is going to notice, right?
No, the restaurant is busy. In fact, the people that were seated after us are being serviced before us. Do you know why?
Good fortune?
Incorrect. They spotted the waiter and waved them over. They chose not to wait longer than necessary, and they're being rewarded for it.
But surely the waiter will come to us afterward, right?
What if he doesn't? Will you still continue to wait? Or will you leave?
I don't know.
That is the problem with patience. It makes you inactive, impassive, a coward. By choosing to do nothing in the hopes of a reward, you receive nothing in return. You are not the embodiment of patience. You are laziness. You have committed the sin of sloth.
No.
I just wanted a nice meal.
So shattering your spirit reverts you back to your lesser form.
Correct. Our embodiments are more like power-ups or weapons than actually being the virtue itself. You have passed this trial, but don't expect the other trials to be so easy.
Wonderful. I doubt I'll be able to parasite every virtue, but I can push them in other ways.
I am the angel representing charity. Since you've proven your impatience, I will get straight to the point. Charity is love towards your fellow neighbors. If you provide them charity, they will provide you charity in return. And together you can grow a healthy, stable community. You cannot be alone forever. No matter how much people insist on being lone wolves, you need others to survive. Humans especially will suffer mental and emotional decay if they do not receive love from others. So deny all you want. Charity is necessary.
Okay then, give me your baby.
What?
I'm evil and didn't get to eat at that restaurant. By not giving me that baby to eat, you're not helping me with my hunger problem.
If you are truly hungry, I'll get you something else to eat. What do you want that doesn't involve eating babies?
Fine, we'll go to a different restaurant then.
Oh my, this place looks expensive.
You have money, don't you? I don't. You would be doing me a great deed by feeding me a meal I desire. And if I can't eat babies, I'll have the veal instead.
Why is it $200?
I think it's Wagyu.
I thought that was girls.
Oh dear, they really have the AC turned up in here. I will require your cloak to keep me warm.
Don't be ridiculous. You're a shadow.
You assume that because I'm a shadow I cannot feel? That doesn't seem very neighborly of you.
Well,
I'll give you this much. You do seem to have more backbone than patience, but not enough. If I keep asking you for more and more things, where would you tell me to stop? It seemed like you were trying to compromise with me, which is good, yet plainly denying me would have been better. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is why Nehemiah reminds people to take care of themselves. Caring about yourself is not greedy. It's equally essential for preservation.
I didn't expect you to be so insightful. I knew what you were planning, and I was going to play along even when you reduced me to a nude, penniless husk. Yet instead of pushing it, you stopped for my sake. I cannot compete against such mercy.
Sometimes what is perceived as a sin may in itself be a virtue when it is properly utilized.
Indeed.
Ha! This is too easy. How about a challenge? Give me the next two virtues at once.
we shall look on. I am the angel of diligence, and I am the angel of temperance. We both value self-discipline. By monitoring and accounting for your actions, you will remain on the proper path. Diligence is the path to success. By working hard and remaining persistent, you will have accomplished the deed of a job well done. The work in itself is its own reward, and when combined with faith, ensures spiritual enlightenment. Temperance is the balance of all things. By balancing moderation, you avoid overindulgence that could lead you down the wrong path. Restrain your anger, restrain your arrogance, restrain your revenge, and you will find inner peace.
Temperance, do you believe in a balanced work life as well?
Of course. Be careful siding with him, Temperance. He may attempt to pit us against each other.
You caught me. So rather than see this as a rivalry, why not see this as an opportunity to learn from one another?
And how would this benefit you?
I may learn something as well.
Fine, continue.
Hard work is certainly noble. However, such dedication can be exploited. Look at Japan, for example. Death from overworking is known as hadoshi. The people simply wish to work and not let the company down. Yet that company can betray them to make the most of their labor for the least amount of pay. Would you, Temperance, agree that one should avoid such a fate?
Yes, I do agree. Finding balance between labor and rest is important for a healthy body. Getting lost in your work can do as much damage as not working at all. Huh. I suppose that is the benefit of taking breaks once in a while. You made this easy on yourself, evil spirit, but you haven't won yet. What is it that I could teach Temperance that they don't know already?
Well, what do you do after you're finished with your work? Aside from resting or moving on to the next task.
I do sometimes indulge in a little treat. A little treat? Like what? Ice cream. Ice cream? That's one of the least obvious things you could eat. But it tastes good, and I only have it once in a while, so I'm practicing moderation. Even then, you risk overindulging yourself. Like how much ice cream are we talking here? I don't know, a couple of scoops? That's too many. One scoop is enough, and even that's pushing it. What is going on?
Do you see the issue, Diligence? Temperance isn't merely balance. That self-restraint has its own pitfalls. To avoid extremes includes depriving yourself of great joys to avoid the risk of great sorrows. It is a dull, boring existence.
You're right. Temperance, sometimes the scales tip in unbalanced ways, and that's the way of life. And that includes having ice cream after a day of work because it's hot and I think I deserve it. Diligence.
I'm sorry. You should be allowed to eat 2 scoops of ice cream as long as you eat your veggies too. Don't worry, I will.
I've only gone through 4. This is getting exhausting.
I am the angel embodiment of chastity. Purity is.
Shut up! Here's 100 terabytes of hentai.
Wow, I didn't know tentacles could do that.
They don't. It's a fantasy. And fantasies are fun as long as no one is actually getting hurt. Also, consent between adults is healthy and whatever.
This was a valuable experience. Thank you.
And this is going too slow. I fear the length of the runtime at this point. Next one, quickly.
Yes, I am here. Humility is what I am. Clearly you need some with how self-absorbent you are.
Silence, you useless creature. Acknowledge your worthlessness so I may move on.
You have the right idea. I am but a servant of God. I am not perfect. However, by acknowledging that I am flawed, I can strive to do better. My humility also benefits my relationships, as I am at their mercy, and we are able to develop a deeper bond by standing together as equals. I don't need to concern myself with insecurity either. I know what I am, and I do not need to fight it.
All I'm hearing is me. How are you supposed to benefit me? What is your worth?
I have no worth.
Then there is no reason for you to be here. Quit being a waste of space if you have nothing to contribute. You are nothing.
Is my nothingness not a value in itself? To know one's worth, or lack thereof, brings peace, a freedom from the stress of expectations.
No, you are the worst. No one will acknowledge your worthlessness, and you will die knowing you have contributed nothing. You are limiting yourself to a meager life out of fear of inadequacy because you won't take the risk to climb higher. The best you will have done is function as the doormat to the people who actually have the pride to be better rather than merely do better. Your actions mean nothing if there is nothing behind it, and even your flimsy bond will crumble to dust.
OMG, you're so mean! Wah.
I was hoping to outwit them all, yet brute force works too. One more to go.
Well done getting this far, Muen. I am the Angel of Kindness. I am here to inform you that the trial is over. You're free to leave.
Really? Oh, thank God. I can finally... Wait. This is the final test. You're being kind enough to end the trial because I want to leave. And me accepting that means accepting you.
You're overthinking it. I know you're tired after such a long day. I don't think you need to do more than you have to.
So you're fine with me leaving?
Yes.
Even though I'm still extremely evil?
Yes.
So you would show kindness to someone who doesn't deserve it?
Yes.
Truly a formidable foe. You do realize I can exploit this, right?
I am kind to all and expect nothing in return. I could be kind to myself or other people. My acts are not limited so long as they are good intentions. Acts of kindness are the ultimate form of love.
What about acts of cruelty that are necessary, such as ending a terrible relationship?
Freeing someone from a relationship that has become too painful to bear is still an act of kindness, as even if it brings a moment of pain, it will benefit them in the long run.
Then how about this? If I were to say, use my powers to torture you, you wouldn't do anything to defend yourself?
As cruel as the act would be, it would bring you joy, wouldn't it? I would only stop you if it would make you happier in the process.
What does that even mean?
You don't have to force yourself to be evil to prove a point. I've seen how you approach the others in unique ways. You broke them all down, yet you did so in a way that allows them to build themselves back up better than they were before. You're a very clever man.
Oh, I was nothing. Wait, no, stop. I'm not being humble. I see you're clever as well. Fine then. I will accept your kind offer to end the trial and leave. But I will do it in a way that makes you regret it. By not properly handling the evil in front of you, you will be punished for your passivity. Allow that to be your final lesson.
I accept it.
I'm back.
How did it go?
Terrible. I passed.
Congrats? Anyway, it looks like Nehemiah is feeling better.
Hey guys, what's up?
Sheriff, what did you do while I was gone?
I figured whatever was making him sick would leave faster if I removed it forcefully.
Well, this is how I sound when I'm not full of snot. What do you think?
You should stick with the raspy voice.
Noted.
Oops.
You're still here? Well, subscribe or something then. Make this actually worth the effort. God, this was tiring. Good night.